Good morning, children. Children, today we'll read about chapter 10, Rocks, Soil and Minerals. So from this chapter, children, now we'll discuss about what are rocks, soil and minerals. Rocks and minerals. Children, we can see rocks and minerals all around us. All the statues, chalk, marble, pencil, glass, bricks, stone, soil are rocks. No matter where we can see rocks and minerals. They are indeed very fascinating. Let's learn all about them. So first of all, we discuss about rocks. The earth has, children, 3 layers. The crust, the mantle and the core. Core are 2 types, outer core and inner core. So here one figure is given in your book. You can see which one is crust, mantle and outer core and inner core. The crust is the solid rocky outer layer of the earth. Middle layer is known as mantle. Core is the center of the earth. All the rocks were formed in the different layers of the earth. Based on this, they are classified as igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. So what are igneous rocks? The oldest type of rock is the igneous rock. Deep inside the earth, the temperature is very high. So, the rock material is in a liquid form called magma. As the magma pushes towards the earth's surface, it starts cooling down into solid. All igneous rocks do not cool down in the same way. Some cool slowly and some cool really fast. That is why they all do not look alike. So different rocks are there. Here you can see granite, basalt, pumic. So here, children, did you know? The word igneous comes from a Greek word for fire. Here one table is given. Igneous rocks names, how their formation, then appearance and uses. You read yourself. Then sedimentary rock. The earth's surface is constantly being eroded. This means that rocks are broken up into smaller pieces by weathering agents such as sun, wind and rain. These small pieces of rocks turn into pebbles, gravel, sand and clay. These tumble down rivers and streams and are carried to different places where they begin to settle as sediments. These sediments form layers. Over a period of time, these layers of sediments harden due to pressure and the spaces between them sedimented together by dissolved minerals, thus forming sedimentary rocks. So understood how sedimentary rocks are formed? About 70% of the rocks on earth are, children, sedimentary rocks. These rocks may also contain the remains of dead organisms that may be buried in them. These remains which are present in the rocks are called fossil. Then sedimentary rocks are, children, sandstone, limestone, shale and conglomerate. These are the examples of sedimentary rocks. And here also table is given in your book. The sedimentary rocks name, formation and uses. You read yourself. Then metamorphic rocks. Children, already we discussed igneous rocks, then sedimentary rocks. Now we'll discuss about metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are rocks that have undergone many changes in their form due to heat and pressure. Deep inside the earth, high temperature, great pressure and chemical reactions cause one type of rock to change into another type of rock. Rocks thus formed are called metamorphic rocks. For example, marble, slate, quartz and gneiss are some metamorphic rocks. Okay. So here also one table is given. So 3 tables are given in your book for about igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. So you read and try to remember their formation and use. Then minerals. All rocks are made up of one or more minerals. Minerals are formed naturally in earth. They are made of elements that combine together in many different ways. Some minerals are made of only one element, but most are a combination of 2 or more elements. Most minerals are formed or found in the form of ores. So children, you remember, minerals are found in the form of ores. So it may be 2 types, metallic and non-metallic. First one is metallic minerals. Gold, silver, platinum, iron, aluminium and zinc are some metallic minerals obtained from ores. They are hard and strong and can be molded into any shape. They can be drawn into thin wires or beaten into thin sheets. They do not break easily. First one is iron. Iron is used in construction and to make grills, gates, furniture and so on. It is mixed with carbon and other things to make steel. Steel is used to make utensils and many other useful household articles. The next one is copper. It is reddish in color. It is used to make electric wires and many other things. It is mixed with other metals to make brass and bronze. Aluminium is a whitish metal. It is used to make furniture, window frames, utensils, foils and many other things. Gold, silver and platinum are called precious metals. They are used in jewelry. Uranium is a rare material or rare mineral that can be used to produce nuclear energy. Here you can see the figure of gold, silver and platinum. There are some minerals in the form of crystal. They are hard and can be cut and polished into beautiful stones called gemstones. So what are gemstones? For example, diamond, ruby, emerald, topaz. Okay, like this, some examples of gemstones. Then non-metallic minerals. Coal and petroleum are valuable underground resources formed from dead matter. Coal is formed from the remains of dead plants. The remains of dead plants together with layers of mud and sand gradually change to coal due to heat and pressure in the layers. Coal is used as fuel or cooking and for generating electricity, and also in steam engines and in factories to run machines. Petroleum is formed from the remains of dead plants and animals. When the dead matter sinks to the bottom of the sea and layers of sediments pile up on top, the heat and the pressure change them into petroleum. Petroleum is used to make fuels like petrol, diesel, kerosene, and natural gas. These fuels are used to run vehicles and machines. And also for cooking, petroleum is also used for making paraffin wax. Lubricating oil, printing ink, soap polish, plastic and nail polish. The rocks and minerals you have learnt about the natural resources. All natural resources, children, are limited. So learn to use them wisely. Children, did you know petroleum is also called crude oil, black gold or liquid sunlight? Then third one is, children, soil. The uppermost layer of the earth is soil. It does not form overnight and it does not just appear from nowhere. Soil formation takes thousands or have millions of years. So how does it form? It is the weather that helps make soil. The rocks get bigger when the weather gets hot. When the weather turns cold, the rocks become smaller. When this happens, often the rocks crack and break up into small pieces, which again break into smaller and smaller pieces. When the pieces become very tiny particles, they turn into soil. Soil also, children, different layers are there. So upper part of the soil is known as topsoil. Okay. And it contains humus. This layer is dark in color and most fertile layer of the soil. Seeds germinate and roots of small plants grow in this layer. Then the next layer is, children, subsoil. It contains large bits of rocks and water, very little humus. It is light in color. The roots of big trees grow in this layer. Then third layer is, children, known as bedrock. Means it has large pieces of rock. There is not much water here. Then soil erosion. What is soil erosion? When the soil is blown away by the wind or washed away by the rain, there is soil erosion. Soil erosion happens in slopy areas where trees have been cut down or in drought areas where crops do not grow. Overgrazing by cattle is the one main reason for soil erosion. The land becomes barren and unfit for cultivation as a result of soil erosion. Then soil conservation. What is the soil conservation? To protect the soil from soil erosion is known as soil conservation. First one is planting of more trees. Then crop rotation. Crop rotation means different crops are grown at different times of the year so that the soil is not left bare. Then construction of embankments and bunds to prevent soil erosion. Then planting grass and small plants. Then making terraces. Terraces means cutting strips or terraces on the sloping of hills and binding or building bunds on the outer edges to prevent the water from flowing down and thus helps in soil erosion. Okay children, so this is the chapter of your science, chapter 10, rocks, soil and minerals. So children, very important terms are given in this chapter. Means different types of rocks are there, their appearance, formation, uses you should learn. And minerals also you practice, which are metallic, which are non-metallic. Okay. Then soil. The different layers of soil you should learn. Okay. Thank you.